Welcome to the Lived Experience Project, where Black sheep unite by sharing their lived experience of overcoming adversity. A safe environment where anyone can learn about mental health from the perspective of someone that's actually been through the shit. Guys, as always, your host, Corey Preston. It's going to be a hell of a show in 1, 2, 3. Today's theme is going to be the power of meditation. And folks, I'm telling you, there is a lot of power within meditation. Excuse me. Now, a lot of people have a negative connotation with meditation. And this is due to societal culture, mainstream media, and the yogi culture. So right off the bat, if you tell a veteran, for example, about the word meditation, usually their ears turn off. They're looking down at their feet and they don't want to engage any further in the conversation in my personal experience of working with veterans. So I actually call it a nervous system reset. And it actually is exactly that. You're slowing down the progression of your thoughts. You're getting back control of your mind. I spoke previously about the garden hose of emotions, if you will, of just like your thoughts just going autopilot, getting songs stuck in your head. We're all human beings, right? And we all go through this. And I wanted to get into the history of meditation and then the misrepresentation through manipulation through media. Now, meditation has been around past the Sumerian times. We're talking tens of thousands of years. Okay. And when people were suffering from mental illness back in the day, and believe me, there was lots of trauma going around back in the day, and people had to find a way to actually recuperate themselves. This meditation was the go-to. And whether it's a mantra or you're saying the same, shring over and over, or or you're doing mindfulness and you're focusing on a part of your stomach and just focusing on that until you finally slow down your thoughts going, like this is a beautiful way to really slow down those thoughts that are just gyrating and causing so much destruction in our lives. And even from a biochemistry front, your body, we don't have a way to get rid of the cortisol unless we're stretching, right? And many of us are so busy that we don't stretch. So what happens? Well, you get the cortisol secreting in your body. The levels get to a point where it is damn near impossible to sleep because you're so stiff and you're just stressed out, and that accumulates day over and overlaps until you get to a breaking point. So basically, guys, I'm going to get into why I believe that meditation is a super weapon on the front of the mental health crisis. Now, personally, I told you guys my story if you've been following me up to this point, but cognitive behavioral therapy through the court systems was offered to me. That was my first introductory to self-awareness. And then fitness, obviously, I got into that, and it still didn't allow me to sleep that great. I understood what was going on. I had some outlets, but at the same time, like, my nervous system has an injury, and anyone suffering from post-traumatic stress, your nervous system is literally injured. You have a physical injury from this, and you don't have to have flashbacks to have trauma. Trauma is literally your nervous system getting oversurgence of energy, and it has nowhere to go, so it gets stored up in your body. For example, it got stored in my gut, and it actually pushed my gut, in my stomach and my diaphragm to the mid-solar plexus, which put so much pressure on my chest cavity that my esophagus was pushed open 24/7. Which led to me, when I was sleeping, getting just incinerated by stomach acid reflux in my lungs and my esophagus. And many people suffering from trauma have that exact same condition. And I know if you guys are hearing me, it ain't fun, is it? But yeah, so getting back to what I was saying before we get all Pisces on here and get in the clouds. But my third major tool in my wellness toolbox before I actually really started getting control back of my mind was meditation. And I went on YouTube after just like basically clinging on to any hope. I was so messed up, and at this time I thought I was going to get cancer, and the doctors were telling me if I didn't get this condition sorted out, in the next few years I could very well get esophageal cancer. So I started opening my mind, and I put the laws of attraction, guided meditation. It doesn't have to be laws of attraction, but for me, that's what I chose. And it started with this alpha wave frequency. And if you guys know what alpha wave is, it's this part of your brain in the prefrontal area that's responsible for creativity and focus and all these major things that you need to have in life in order to be both successful and happy. So it really, even just the first 30 minutes into that, I felt my muscles starting to flush out with the cortisol. I wasn't as stiff, and I felt, somewhat happy. And it's not that it was like a magic bullet where overnight I just was like, wow, it took a little bit, but it was enough for me to realize that there is something here. And that's why I kept moving forward. And then I was led to transcendental meditation, which I was like, holy shit. Like, basically, this instructor showed me that you can say a mantra like shring, 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 and say that in your mind over and over and over. And you bore your brain into theta wave emission, which is deeper than sleep, but you're coherent, and your consciousness, and you're present, but you come out, and it's like coming out of a wormhole. Especially if you suffered from trauma, you don't think that there's a possibility of being happy. You're just magnetized to just pain and suffering. And what this did for me was I was actually able to get on the other side of the fence and say, holy shit, I guess the grass isn't just burnt, scarred land, like. And after I did the TM, I started trying all these other things, and practicing gratitude. But I don't need to get in all those tools. I'll stay on point here, guys. Sorry, the Pisces mind just kind of slips up into the clouds. I'm trying to bring myself down. But yeah, so meditation it's crucial. And I have a routine of, in the morning, as soon as I wake up at 4:30 before the gym, I do my meditation. And I'll do it for 20 minutes, and then my other tools, and then I work out. Around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the day, I get really, burnt out and stressed out from talking to people all day. Right now, I'm building an alternative healthcare network with my best friend, and it's a lot of work. There's a lot of things you have to do, and it's constantly evolving and problem solving, that kind of thing. So you get neuro fatigue, and especially for people that are entrepreneurs that are literally, subjected to stress on a constant basis, meditation is like it's like swimming across the Gulf Strait, and then you see an island coming up, and you can go take a rest, right? It's imperative to actually be able to slow down, and you're more productive, you're more happy, you're more connected to your family, your friends, and you don't have a negative self-talk like you normally would. And don't get me wrong, guys, there's sometimes where it doesn't work. Like, I highly recommend you don't smoke cannabis or drink all the time, and then throw meditation in there. Not that to say that it wouldn't help a little bit, but you're never going to get the full benefits like I did. But yeah, so like, I highly recommend, guys, go on YouTube, get some earbuds, and explore this, because it was literally my gateway to the other side of getting out of hell, finding out that, happiness is possible. And now I'm here, and I'm loving life, man. And life's not always easy. My aunt's dying of cancer right now. I got a lot of stress on my plate, but at the same time, we can't always be sad, and we have to find ways to cope that are natural. And slowing down your thoughts just so your nervous system can rest is absolutely natural and absolutely a necessity. With that said, guys, you have an incredible day. I just wanted to share this little tidbit with you, and God bless all. Peace.